We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Defense is asleep. Run it up the gut. And after him, put some points on the scoreboard. Check the Rangers. Check the Rangers. 18, Pioneer. Boys, let's get a few yards on this play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw on 2nd down, Dahl. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dahl. That is caught, and it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dahl under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. On first down, Farmer. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them.
And it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Farmer.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Dahl.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Washington first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dahl over the middle, complete. That's Peters. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Commanders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dahl. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Dahl. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peters.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Dahl. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Dahl. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now they'll change things around before the snap. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors 17. 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come on, boys, focus. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18, cut 19, cut 19.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Dahl. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peters. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Ball.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun, Dahl. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 on that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
He'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Boy, shifts and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw here. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. This is to Pitts on a quick slant. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A good pickup there at 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there. The bottom line here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and put it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Farmer, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Dahl. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowen.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here's first down. Here's a handoff out of the dome.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And he won't get to the marker. It's a yard short. A pickup of 4 that leaves him with 4 for 1. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a good spot right here.
This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 14-yard line.
What was that? Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Here's first and 10.
Check. 19 lights. Put some points on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be rimmed out of bounds down inside the 25. Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. That was a masterful drive just to get down to this spot. You put your kicker in a place where you think, okay, he's going to win the game for us. Not meant to be.
And it was a masterful drive. They did exactly what they were supposed to do and got their kicker set up at a distance. Frankly, they expect him to be able to make that kick in today's NFL. He didn't deliver. That's a tough pill for them to swallow.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Commanders,
the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Lions.